Hey guys, I'm Christina, and in today's video we're going over the SAYABC hiring process for 2020. You can follow along with my free hiring guide that I have in the description box. But before we get started, let's make sure that you meet the basic requirements. In order to work for SAYABC, you must be a native English speaker from the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Ireland, New Zealand, and South Africa. You cannot live in South Africa, but you can be South African. Next, you need to have a bachelor's degree, and it could be in any subject. For example, I have a bachelor's degree from nursing, and I'm still able to work for SAYABC. You also need a teaching certification. This is a TESOL or a TEFL, and this is now mandatory for all ESL companies. I actually have a link in the description box for you to get one for $19. This is an accredited 120-hour TEFL certification from the International Open Academy. Next, you must have 1 year teaching experience with children. That could be anything from tutoring, teaching. If you've done babysitting before, that's also one. So any type of experience that you have dealing with children. So if you have children yourself, or if you've done any type of mentoring, work study, this all counts as teaching experience. Lastly, you must be equipped with a computer and high-speed internet. SAYABC will require you to teach when you're connected to the Ethernet, and you need to be able to connect to their server. So you need to have high-speed internet. Now that you meet the requirements, let's go into the steps of the hiring process. So the first part of the application process is for you to create an account, and how you do that is by signing up. You can do that by clicking the link in the description box. This is my referral link. So once you click on that link, it will send you to this page where you will create your account. So you'll enter your email, your name, and create your password. So to fill out the information, you'll be entering your teaching credentials. You'll enter your Skype name if you have one. You'll also be putting your address and your time zone. And another tip that I want to tell you guys, if you are in the US, you want to make sure that the time zone that you pick is in DST, which is daylight saving time, so that you don't have the issue when the time changes. So this is a little tip for you when you're entering your time zone. Once you fill out the application and it meets the requirements, then you can go into the next step, which is the demo. Now, before you start your interview or your demo, I think it's very important for you to take the time to set up your classroom and get your equipment ready. So I do have a video where I go more in details about how to set up your classroom. So make sure you check that out after this one. And if this is your first time teaching English online, it's very important for you to also learn about the teaching techniques. So I do have a video explaining TPR examples. I think it's very important for you to know how to actually teach younger students and use the techniques that are used to teach English online. So if you want to check that video out, make sure you do so before you start your interview, just so you can practice how to teach online. Now, for the interview for SAYABC, there are two options. You can decide to do the live interview or the recorded demo. So if you do the live interview, that will be you scheduling an interview with a SAYABC recruiter, and then the other option is for you to do a self-recording. So as it says, you would just be recording yourself teaching a class, and this is about 10 or 15 minutes. But there are two parts to the interview process. The first part is a short questionnaire, and they're just general questions about your teaching experience. They want to know more about you, your teaching background, and why you want to work for the company. So you just will be filling out these questions, and then you will do the 10 to 15 minute interview. So the next step is the evaluation class. So once you've passed your demo, it's time for you to do your evaluation, which is actually a real class. This is a full 40-minute class with real SAYABC students. So they have no idea that this is your evaluation class. They're just in a class with you. And this is your opportunity to really show the company that you know what you are doing. So it's very important for you to go over the materials that they send you, also practice how to teach the slides, and most importantly, you need to know how to use their platform. So you need to know how to drag students up and down the slides, how to offer rewards, how many rewards to offer, which type of reward they have with the company. I want to also mention that sometimes there is a second evaluation class. Do not get discouraged if you have to do a second one. It just means that you need more practice, and the more practice, the better you will be at teaching a real class. So the last step of the SAYABC application process is the contract and signing. So now that you've passed your evaluation class, you're basically ready to sign your contract. When you sign your contract, you will need to let SAYABC know your availability because they will be scheduling your classes. As you know, SAYABC has homeroom classes which allow you to have 9 sessions with the same amount of students. So you want to make sure they put you in the right class as soon as possible. So I would recommend giving a 2-week notice, so 2 weeks of scheduling so that they can have the students ready for 2 weeks of classes already. I hope you guys found this video helpful and it showed you all the steps for you to get hired with SAYABC. Don't forget to check out the free hiring guide I have in the description box. And if you would like for me to be your referral, make sure you click the first link in the description box below. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment box. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe for more. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.